It's how to create a glowing thumbnail in Photoshop. Go to the file, make it 1280 by 720 pixel. We'll be using this image we got online. You select subject and click on this icon, make it a clipping max, drag it down to where we want to make our designs. Then Control T to resize it to a comfortable size. You go down and pick the background we intend to use. Here I'm using a black indoor background, so I'll resize it to the perfect size we want. Then I blur it. Sorry for the type of image I picked. So go to filter, blur, and Gaussian blur. Blur it a little that the text can still be showing. We'll create a solid layer. Go down, click on solid color. Let's pick the yellow, some a bright yellow. Click on the max and Control I to invert it. After the inversion, go to brush tool, click on your brush tool and make sure the flow is on 100 and the opacity too should be on 100. So duplicate it and make it two solid colors. All right. So it will create a white solid color behind the image. Control I to invert it. Click on the brush and you reduce the fade just behind our picture. Now you want to create an empty layer and then alternate backspace to fill it with a black color. Put it on screen. Come back and click on gradient map. So go to the gradient and choose a gradient color. Alternate and drag to create more anchors for your gradient. Now we're going to select the color we want to use, our glow color. So use a yellow, click yellow and go to the next, make it a deep yellow, something deeper than what you picked before. And then you click OK. So you hold your alternate and clip together to make it create a clipping mask on what we just created. Select this image and group we'll have there and click the layer mask and make the image a layer mask. Open your group folder and go to your brush tool. Make sure your foreground color is white and then you begin to paint or to reduce the flow to 10 and you paint. When you paint over, don't worry, you can always clean what you don't want. What you just have to do is go down to switch your foreground color from black to white when you want to erase. You can start erasing the parts you don't want to reduce the opacity and erase where you have errors. So we're going to have to forward this a little, forward the painting a little. So we use a strong brush to paint around our image, a hard brush, paint around our image. We forward it faster a little, the painting. So this is speed video. So We'll paint around the picture. Mind you, this picture it's an AI generated image. We'll paint around. When after painting, here we're using the brush tool, but after painting, I'm using the brush tool to brush around. You can also use your smudge tool. So you can use your brush and your smudge tool to give it the feel that you want. You gradually take your time and paint it round. Make sure this is done carefully. So we'll go down to the smudge tool and paint around the hair to give it any other kind of look you might prefer. If you want it a little artistic, it will also work that way. Oh, um, after painting all through, we'll now go back to uh, the backgrounds, and now we want to add text to our image. So change the size of the text, look for a suitable font. Let's use Harapara. Let's try this font. Yes, I like how this is coming out. So undo, we need the text to be behind our image. So we have to ungroup what we have here already and take the text behind, size it to the perfect size. Then YouTube thumbnail tutorial. Let's resize it, give it space between the text. All right. Sorry, that was a mistake. So thumbnail tutorial. All right. So want to make a little adjustment to our glow. Oh, I go back. I'll go to the background. I want to make the background a little dark, so use the levels. I hold Alt and drag to make my background darker. I want the light to pop, so my text to show very well. So change the color of our text. Change the color of our text. Come down to the font. Change the bevel. Let's increase it. You can play around this to get what you want. Go to drop shadow. Increase the shadow a little. So I'm changing the color. So I need something that can be visible from that point. Might like to add your contour. You can play around this part of the text to depend on what you want to achieve. Reduce my stroke a little. Reduce it. So here, depending on what you want, you can always play around your text. In my next video, I'll take time to explain the best settings for strong 3D text to make it look 3D like. So I will just copy the layer style from this and paste on the top. Then I'll play around it also I will just double click on anywhere to make the layer style pop out. Then I'm going to change the color. All right, let's go with this. And okay, hear how I want to add play a little with our lights. I'm not so comfortable with the light and it's making my text not show. So I just reflected our background to make the thumbnail show very well. I'm playing with the glow behind. So I've done this already, so you can always make sure this is done. I'm just not satisfied with what I did, so I'm trying to add more flair to my image. So like I told you, when you want to brush the light, foreground color is white. If you want to erase, you make sure your foreground color is black. So all right. So I think we are almost I think we're almost done here. Yeah, so I want to add our YouTube icon. So I want to add some icons to it. So select this icon and I'll drag it all the way down to our design. I'll bring it back under behind the image, resize it to how I want it, go down to blur, go to filter, blur, motion blur, reduce the angle. I'll duplicate it and put it somewhere here just to add more, to make it more catchy and appealing. Play around the YouTube icons. I want to increase the blur rather. And here I'm resizing the text. So finally, what we're going to do, I want to resize there, reshape the image for our YouTube. So all I want to do now is to finally add like a lighting to what we have done, some lighting effect. So after I reach this, all right. So let's go to uh, a lighting. Let's pick, you can download it from anywhere, just a lighting background or light reflection background, whatever you type it. So I'll just drag this in. I downloaded this already on my desktop. Sorry, I want to make it easy to be used. So I have to make it an image so I can easily use it. But be sure to download an image so it doesn't bring out this error. So now pick it since I've made an image already. Drag it down to Photoshop. Take it to the top. I'll take it to the top of the layer. I picked the wrong file. So drag it up, then go down to screen. make it screen. Then you can go to your opacity and reduce the opacity a little. Screen and opacity. So this is one of the simplest ways to create catchy thumbnails. In my next video, I'll be more detailed than this. Just subscribe to the YouTube channel, ask the questions you want to ask. I'll make it more detailed. If there's any way you don't understand, you can ask your question in the comment section, and I'll fix that up in my next video.